Hi friends, how are you? Hope you are fine. And let me to analyze the tension between India and Pakistan, which is going on after Pahalgam attack on 22nd April 2025. And after that, India was determined, the people of India was determined that we need to give a firm response to the terrorist attack and their supporters in Pakistan, their infrastructure, their hideouts. And it was first time and the first kind of attack by terrorists on the civilians where religion was asked by the terrorists. And we can also remember the statement given by Pak Army chief just few days before the attack. And after that statement, this attack was happened. So we can't deny the role of Pakistani army, the ISI, right? And they have used the terrorism as a means to disturb Indian peace, Indian people, and try to hamper our security. They have its own history. They have history. They have history to attack or promote terrorist attack across the world. Most of the terror funding, terror infrastructure, the state-sponsored training and all are being traced inside Pakistan, in Pak territory. So who can deny? Everyone is knowing. Everyone is knowing that Al Qaeda, the headquarters of Al Qaeda is there, training camps are there, different type of infrastructure and support are being given by the ISI and Pakistani army to the terrorist groups. They are hiding there. Their hideouts are there. They are being trained there. They are being trained by ISI and all. And Pakistani state are using them for furthering their interest to destabilize the country like India, especially those who are democratic and diverse and secular, where there is a constitutional mechanism, where there is political stability, where there is development. And Pakistan economy is just struggling. Pakistan has been isolated after the US withdrawn from Afghanistan. The Pakistan has no good relation with Taliban also in Afghanistan. It has no good relation with Iran. So Pakistan is isolated. Its economy is crushing. It is poverty stricken, and they are trying to find attention. They are attention seeker. Pakistan is a failed state. Its state is being dominated by terrorist organizations. Terrorism is ingrained in Pakistani politics, and Pakistan is a sponsored state. A sponsored state means it is sponsoring terrorist activities from its soil. So who is not knowing that Pakistan is providing a different kind of support to the terrorist organizations, who are not aware about that the Pakistani army, ISI, and Pakistani governments are supporting anti-national activities inside India. They are sponsoring terrorism. They are supporting terrorism. They are promoting attack on Indian soil, on Indian citizens. And there are credible evidence that Pakistani state is involved in it. And despite that, Pakistan is seeking credible evidence. How many times? How many times Pakistani government and Pakistani establishment will seek credible evidence? There are lot of information in public. There are lot of credible evidence in public domain. Why Osama bin Laden was hiding in Pakistan? There are lot of terrorist organizations chief who are hiding in Pakistan. They are being protected by Pakistani state. How can it be possible that a terrorist organization have a headquarter in Pakistan and ISI and army are not aware about it? Pakistani government is not aware about it. and most of terrorists have their training camps and hideout in Pakistan. So, is there any necessity to have a credible evidence? And we have it. We have it because that this terrorist attack happened because of the support of the Pakistani government. They came from Pakistan. They came from Pak-occupied Kashmir. And if you are saying that this area is administered by Pakistan or Pakistani army or ISI or Pakistani state, how they can operate from that land without your cognizance? So certainly you are directly involved in it. And how Pakistani media and Pakistani government's officials and spokespersons are going that after India's response to destroy the infrastructure and hideout of the terrorist in Pak-occupied Kashmir and in Pakistan, they are saying that they are responding to that measured response, non-escalatory response. They are saying that this is attack on our sovereignty. This is attack on our citizens, innocent citizens, which are totally false claim. This is the part of propaganda of Pakistan state in order to show that they are innocent. They are not sponsoring terrorism. But all the world are knowing. All people across the world are knowing. All states, all nations are knowing that Pakistan is completely involved in terrorist activities and their support to the terrorist organizations. Pakistani officials, Pakistani army, ISI, all are involved. These are the part of Pakistani state. And how can they deny that? And India has rightly said, our foreign secretary has rightly responded that India has first right to respond, first right to preempt this kind of terrorist attack. And we know that who done the first attack, who is sponsored, who are supporting, it is Pakistan and Pakistani army and ISI. And after Pahalgam, we are not here to just sit idly, right? We are not here to sit idly and we can tolerate any kind of nefarious activity, terrorist activity, activities from land of Pakistan, right? So we have first right to respond, and we have responded. We have responded. And world leaders are welcoming this move. We have right to defense. We have right to defend our country, our sovereignty, our people of India. And no one can deny that. This is being recognized in international law. This is being recognized in international law. We are acting, India is acting according to international law. We can't tolerate it. We have a right to defense. And we have destroyed 9 terrorist hideouts and their infrastructure inside Pakistan. The point is that the Pak officials should respond to this question, that why these hideouts are available inside Pakistan. These non-actors has been recognized by Pakistani government. They are being used for disturbing India and targeting our securities, our people. They are giving these terrorists as a state honor. Why their dead bodies are being wrapped in Pakistani flag? The Pakistan need to give answer to these questions, that why these infrastructure, why these training camps, headquarters are existing inside Pakistan. They should respond to these questions. And we are knowing that they are operating from there. They are getting training. The terrorists are getting training there. They are hiding in madrasa. They are hiding in mosques. So it is duty of Pakistani state, Pakistani army and ISI that they should be arrested, they should be brought to the justice. But Pakistan is denying. Rather, Pakistan should act promptly to bring those involved in Pahalgam attack to justice, but he is not supporting India's cause. And India has rightly put the Indus Water Treaty 1960 in abeyance. It is the right step. And Pakistan is knowing the impact consequences of this suspension of the Indus Water Treaty. And now Pakistan is trying to promote propaganda. So Indians, you must be aware about that also. Pakistani army, ISI, state-sponsored media, and those who are supporting Pakistan in this clash with India are propagating certain kind of misinformation about Indian forces and Indian armed forces. They are trying to propagate, they are trying to plant certain kind of video clips to social media and TV channels which are not related with these clashes. They are showing that the Pakistani army armed forces have targeted Indian planes. They have killed certain armed officials from India and all. They are trying to show that they are winning the war. This is a different kind of a war situation. Of course, there is no direct war. There is no declaration of war. And India had argued, India has said that if Pakistan is taking escalatory measures against India, India will firmly reply. India will firmly reply. And we have a right for that. We can't tolerate this kind of escalatory measures by Pakistan. It was first duty of Pakistan and Pakistani administration to bring those culprits to justice, because they have killed our innocent people in Pahalgam. They were the civilians. If you are fighting against government of India, if you have got to fight against Indian army and armed forces, you can do that. And we are responding accurately and appropriately, right? With firm determination that we are able to defend our country. My country, our country is united against the terrorism, against those who are supporting and sponsoring terrorism as a policy tools. Actually, Pakistan, since its formation, is not a believer in peace and stability in this region. They are trying to destabilize us. They are trying to break our peace and unity in our country, in India. They are ever trying to disturb the communal harmony. But we are united. No one can destroy our fabric, our social, political, economic, and cultural fabric. In a single voice, all opposition parties and all communities, religious groups have supported government of India. They have criticized the Pahalgam attack unequivocally. And this is the unity of our country, right? But we must be aware about the fake news and propaganda which are propagated by Pakistani army and Pakistani news outlets, right? Our armed forces are able to respond. Our government of India is able to respond. Our people are united. The most important strength of our country is our people are united against the terrorism. And not terrorism which are not supported by Pakistani state. The terrorism which are being supported directly by Pakistani state. We need to note that. We need to understand that. This is not a kind of terrorism which are independent from Pakistani state and its other agencies. This is the kind of terrorism which are supported, financed, and other kind of support provided by the Pakistani army, Pakistani intelligence agency ISI, and Pakistani government. It is very shameful that the ministers of the Pakistani government are defending. They are defending the terrorist attack. What kind of credible information they are seeking? Everyone are knowing that Pakistan is involved in terrorist activities. They are supporting, they are sponsoring. Pakistan is a religious state. There are several groups, the group or organization which have taken a responsibility for Pahalgam attack is active in Pak occupied Kashmir. It is one of the organ of Lashkar-e-Toiba. It is proscribed by United Nations. Even Security Council has asked for explanation from Pakistani state that why these groups are operating inside Pakistan. Is Pakistani establishment is not aware? They are aware, but they are not doing enough to disband this terrorist organization from Pakistani state. They are not doing enough to abolish the infrastructure of the terrorist groups. They are not doing enough to stop funding to these terrorist organizations. Pakistani economy is crushing. Pakistani people are facing different kind of difficulty, but Pakistan is not focusing on that. Rather, they are promoting terrorism. These coward kind of things they are doing, and they are saying that India is weak. Indian attack, Indian response was cowardly act. And what was Pahalgam attack? Pahalgam attack was a cowardly activity by Pakistani state. Pakistan sponsored terrorist groups. If you have capacity to fight with us, you need to come. You need to declare war with us, and we have defeated you many times in past, and we will do once again. But one thing you must note that you must be aware about the war mongering. Even in India, many media channels are here who are promoting war narrative. They are showing very emotional content. They are showing very sensational content. War is not important. War is not necessary between both the nations. And government of India has rightly taken a stand that we don't want war, but we will defend our country. We will take very calculated measures. We will give a measured response, non-escalatory response, in order to secure our territory, secure our sovereignty, secure our citizens' right, secure our country. And that is the point. But in India also, some people are spreading fake news, sensational news. They are trying to create a situation of war, a psychological situation, a mental situation. You must be aware about that. If you have any news, if you have any doubt on certain news, you can send that news to PIB. There is a mechanism given by Press Information Bureau to check the false news and correct news, authentic news. You can send to them, and you can get information that whether this news is right or wrong, whether this video is fake, whether this is related with this tension or not. So don't be led by fake news and sensational news and war-mongering sensational news created by certain media outlets in India and outside India. Must be aware. You have mechanism to ask directly to the government of India that whether this news is correct or not. So war is not in favor of us also, because we need to focus on development. We need to focus on our economic development. We need to develop India as a Viksit India, a developed India. And war is not in our favor, but our security is very important. Our security is very crucial. The security of our estate, security of our society, security of our citizens are very, very important. So don't be led by propaganda put out in the media groups and in media by the Pakistani army and ISI. Be aware about that, and also aware about our media, Indian media, where certain channels, certain media groups are spreading lies and false narrative. So believe on the factual information, authentic information which are being provided by Press Information Bureau. You must trust the government sources. We must trust the government of India. Official briefing. Don't be guided by the those who are warmongers, who are trying to promote the fear, who are trying to promote the psychological kind of tension, which who are trying to create a circumstances in which people will feel very tense and disturbed. These are the warmongers. So be aware about the warmongers also. Keep your eyes on the development. Keep your eyes on the tension. Be aware. Be safe, and open your eyes, but with your reason, your rationality. With this, let me conclude this video. Thank you so much, and I hope that this video will benefit you, because I have just tried to discuss certain things in this video. Of course, it is not a rigorous kind of discussion, but I have just tried to respond, just try to say that what India, what I meant, that what Pakistan is spreading is a total lie, a propaganda. They have no right to say something like international law, right to defense, and other kind of things, right? So with this, let me conclude this video. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.